I told him I would do it because I was kind of drunk and he was begging me. And I was like, okay, fine. So the next day, he was like, hey, so be at this address. I was like, ooh, no. I'm hungover. He was like, Briana, please don't do this. It'll be such a good look for me if just go to the interview. So I was like, I'm a woman of my word. I went. I made sure to act a complete. And they were going to be like, she's too ghetto for us. I didn't know how reality TV worked.
No, they wanted us to.
I did not know how reality TV worked. I did not watch reality TV. My reality TV to this day is still HGTV. I mean, if you want to talk about removing some baseboards and knocking down a couple of walls that aren't, stable, like, I'm here for that. You know what I mean? That's not a load-bearing wall. I can identify a load-bearing wall like nobody's business.
About the DIY,
but I didn't know how to put on makeup. Right. So anyway, we're in the interview room or whatever, right? And I was like, listen, y'all, I'm sorry. I watched like approximately 20 minutes of your show and I fell asleep. And that's terrible because I was on a lot of Red Bull. So I just don't think I'm a good fit. I have nothing in common with those girls. I don't dress like those girls and I fight. So I just don't see this being a good fit. But I really appreciate you taking the time to see me. And I jumped up to walk out. And the white guy goes, you dropped something. I was like, that's my eat better today. He said, you're what? I said, my eat better today on your tab. Thank you for the lamb chops. Have a good one. And I left. So the black guy explained to him what EBT was when I left because I could hear him. They would not stop calling me. They would not stop calling me. They were like, no, seriously, we need someone like you. You're refreshing because you're going to tell it like it is. And I was like, yeah, but see, you don't understand how that works for me. Be on replay. How much did you say you were paying? And at the time, I think my electricity bill was due. And I was like, so I only got to show up for like an hour and you're going to pay me that much? And it's not illegal? Okay. Oh, changed. I couldn't commit crimes no more. I got this identifiable voice and face. I had to go legit. We all need some EBT. I wish I took EBT. I buy food stamps right now for half price. What you mean? As a matter of fact, it's COVID. Everybody hurt. I'll give you 39 cents on the dollar.
I used to go scam for mine, get that shit like, hey mama, you want to? I'll give you all 200 for 100 right now.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Good enough for the EBT, mama.
I'm trying to tell. That white man was so. Here's the problem with Caucasians in this business, right? It was all well and good till he realized it's not an act. Do you get what I'm saying? So he did something that was what I consider a clear violation. Like, you put my freedom in jeopardy. So I was very rough around the edges 7 years ago when I started the show, so I may or may not allegedly have said something. And I never saw that man again. I was not allowed at the office anymore. They had people deliver me my checks. Because I didn't even have a bank account at that time.
They wanted you on TV.
Hey, but I'm just trying to tell you, you got to know what type of demon time with before you release them demons.
Hey, you thought it was ready.
I don't know where you thought my loyalty lied, but it was with me.
You know what they think.
I know exactly what you think. What really came up was when they found out how smart I was. That's when they were like, oh, whoa. This came up again. Like, I've been up in levels like an onion for time. Because at first they just, people take you at first value. Like, okay, this bitch don't comb her hair. At the time, I think my hair was green in the front. And I dressed like, not far off from how I dress now. But I'd wear like dresses covered in paint brushes in my hair. But a knife in my boot. like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I wore brass knuckles as a ring. Like, wildin'. I was wildin'. But they, things would happen and they would expect me to react the way they expect just some ghetto hood rat to react. Yeah, I got loud, but when I got loud, I said things that meant things and then was like, listen, I'm not f***ing around. I study law too, so when I started dropping actual legal situations, like, oh, okay, whoop, stop. She said keywords, get her a therapist. Also, we need to readjust. I've made them do that so many times, and they thought that my family didn't me because in their mind, so this is Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter, like, why is she not in the forefront? Because I didn't want to be. Obviously, wait till you read the book. You'll see why. Don't nobody want to be in nobody's spotlight when this is how you were living. Not this. I haven't gotten into the dirty, the nitty gritty. Like
it's over 30 pages. It's
there's still more to come. Like there's
2 paragraphs.
I just wrote the story about the one with the pimp having to pick me up.
Yeah.
Right. So like when you get into that and you start really looking at that, you're like, no, this clearly isn't the type of person who wants to be in the forefront. Look at who I was running with. Like complete degenerates. Like I'd have been on the cross right next to Jesus.
Right.
With the rest of the criminals and prostitutes and pimps. So one day I had to tell my father something that happened. Like it was that time I was telling old boy about outside because he was like, yo, you be beat on the show. I said, actually, I be minding my business. He was like, no, but I like a feisty one like you. And I was like, I'm really not that feisty. Like I'm more like cayenne pepper. I hit you on the back end. You know what I mean? It's not that abrasive. You just got to know how to take me.
Yeah.
He was like, I can heal you or kill you, basically. So he brought up this time that I got in a fight, and that's the time I had to call my dad, and I was like, bro, listen, this me. I punched a camera. I almost punched a parrot. I punched out a lot of walls, and I broke every nail on every finger. I fought 2 very large men for over an hour before at one point a producer walked up to me and was like, Briana, calm down. And I snatched his chain off his neck and threw him. Was like, I'll f*** you up too. You can't calm me down at that point. You guys have violated me repeatedly. So I called my father and was like, yo, my life is in jeopardy. Like, because I'm going to catch a case. I don't think they understand I'm going to catch a case. And they keep talking to me about this situation. Like, I'm finna get on TV and be like, oh, she hit me. My friend got shot in the head that night, and you talking to me about this. I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. So my father didn't even show up. He's such a gangster. He called me and was like, put me on speaker. And I put him on the table, and he dropped one name, and everything changed. Everything changed. I've been hosting the show ever since. They upped out of my pay because I was like, I'm not going to come back. And they ain't put me in those situations again, and they know better. I also had to tell them, I was like, you were so busy checking all the gang members' bags for weapons. I got 2 suitcases in the bathroom. Are you stupid? I'm with is a real gang member, and so is my hairstylist. And you didn't check their bags neither. What's wrong with you? That's what I'm saying. But then y'all wanna cry victim so bad. Now naturally I'm never going to assault anyone. But I've got real PTSD, and I can't guarantee that I won't react if ever attacked again. And that's a real thing. Like, people joke about PTSD. Wait till you see the rest. It's real. I've been kidnapped 3 times, bud. Times that I recall. One of them, there was a 4th, but that one was fun, so I don't count it. It was like a vacation. Honestly. This book's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get disowned again. Because there's one question my therapist keeps asking, where was your dad? And I'm like, I don't know. That's a really good question. I saw him in a couple magazines at some gas stations I used to panhandle at.
Yeah, I can't wait for this shit to come out.
I know, right? I'm going to give you an advanced copy.
I bet.
I'm going to pull up and just drop it on you like, here you go.
I'm going to take that shit like, yo, I'm on lunch.
Yo, seriously, it's going to be good. I'm very excited for this.